Today I'm absolutely delighted to be sharing a classic Greek New Year's tradition for a braised rooster, not chicken, rooster kapama with a number 5 spaghetti or along the lines of a bucatini noodle. Super delicious, very easy to make. It's along the lines of a traditional chicken kapama, but as the classic version of this, in keeping with Greek tradition, this is served every New Year's Eve before Greeks ring in the New Year. Served throughout Greece, very traditional and very easy. So, to get us going, we're going to go through the basic cutting up of our rooster. What I'm working with today is about a 7-8 pound specimen here. Lovely. Believe me, I know he's a rooster. I checked. Now, very simply, what we're going to do is break it down as if you were frying him. So, I'm going to start by separating the legs first, and I hope you can get this. It's really not that complicated at all. By the way, as well, I'm using an acrylic cutting board on top of my wooden cutting board. I can't stress this enough. Sanitary hygiene is always first. Be very, very careful with this because nothing worse than getting sick from raw poultry. Believe me. We're going to make this delicious. It's not delicious now. So, very simply, just remove the legs here, just like that. And then what we're going to start is taking apart our bird. And for this, I would really recommend the kitchen shears. And you're going to just start cutting right down the middle here, along the top backbone. Very, very, nothing complicated at all. This is much, much bigger and deeper in terms of flavor than a regular chicken. So take this and just start cutting it right down. And now start working on the chicken wings. You're going to hear a little crack, but don't be alarmed. It's all good. And we're going to start working on taking apart our breast, which in this case is going to go down in 3 pieces. So 3 and 3, we're going to get 6 very generous pieces of breast meat here. All right, so Buddy's just been cut up. This part here I'm going to save and I'm going to use to make a soup or a stock. Excellent, excellent for that. And I'm just going to leave that here. All right, so now that we've broken down our rooster, he's been cut into pieces, he's ready to go. The next thing is time to get a big enough pot to actually put them all in here, brown them off, make our sauce, yada, yada, yada. So I'm using the biggest pot that I have for now, which also serves as a baptismal cauldron. Like this thing's huge. So, to get us browning off, I'm going to need about half a cup of my Greek extra virgin olive oil. Going to go in here, just like that. There is nothing fancy. Going to take a tong. Whatever you use in terms of kitchen tools, knives, scissors, tongs, whatever, that's going to be handling your raw poultry, at the end of this, it's going straight away into the sink. So, skin side down, gonna start adding my pieces of rooster to get browned. So our rooster is on its last turn, time to move along. Now, when it comes to hygiene in the kitchen, this is a must. Make sure everything that touched the raw poultry, whether it's chicken or rooster or whatever, gets removed. That way you don't want anything else touching something that's that you can cross-contaminate. Definitely a no-no. And wash your hands with a little bit of soap always a must. Get rid of the initial bacteria and all that. Not a very healthy thing. So that's perfect there. Let me just grab another set of tongs and another knife. So let me just pull this out here. My rooster is done beautifully. Look at that. Absolutely fantastic. That's the sizzle, baby. Now these are wings. The next thing in building our sauce and our flavor profile is onion. And for this, I'm just going to use one onion that I'm going to chop. Like all my recipes and everything else that I say when it comes to skills in the kitchen, just do your best. If you can't finely chop, do a coarse chop. You can't coarse chop, very simply, slice it. It's not a big deal. This recipe, make it your own, and there's nothing that's actually carved in stone for doing this. So, that's that there. All right, perfect. There's my onion chopped. Let's just throw it in the pan here. Nothing complicated at all. My onion is in, doing its thing. And already now we're building on the flavor profile of this. Now, you got the dark, crusty bits of our rooster at the bottom. That's all flavor, my friends. Believe me. Now, next thing, couple of garlic cloves. Just smash these up, just like that. And just, again, chop these up the best you can. Perfect. Very easy. That goes in there as well. Clean that all up. So along with this now, I'm gonna keep seasoning, and with this, a little more salt, a little more black pepper. Now, depending on who you're making this for at this stage, you could also throw in some chili flakes or some sriracha sauce, heat it up, spice it up. That's fine too. In this case, I'm just gonna keep it virgin and not put any heat at all. I'm gonna do about a teaspoon, of ground cinnamon in this, and 2 whole cloves. Now you're gonna say, oh, well, it's only 2 whole cloves. Believe me, 2 cloves is enough to pack enough of a punch that you need for this. And I'm adding it now, so that way they start releasing all their oils when they hit the heat. Now, it's time to deglaze the pan, or the pot. No, this is not Metaxa. This is my dad's homemade wine. I would get a full-bodied dry red for this, and I would do a generous cup or so. Its flavor, the alcohol will burn off, and what you're going to be left with is absolute perfection. You're going to have this depth of flavor. And look at this. Now all my bottom brown bits are all being scraped off. They're all being released from the bottom. And that is pure play flavor, 100%. So moving right along, next part of this, and one of the final parts, is adding our crushed tomatoes. Now for this, it's a larger recipe, so I'm using 2 28-ounce cans of crushed tomatoes. Just like that. And 2 cans of water, 1 for each can of crushed tomatoes. And just pour that in there. And now, back to our rooster. Just place the rooster in your pot. Nothing to this at all. This is no different than than making like a chicken kapama or a cotinisto chicken. Absolutely the same thing. And lastly, I'm gonna put in this gorgeous love juice from our browned rooster. So we're gonna bring this up to a boil, cover, reduce heat, and simmer for 1 hour, and we'll be good to go. All right, so been about an hour or so, my rooster is done. I've just made just a little bit of pasta just to try with this dish. You can't make something like this and not try it. That's like a sin. It's bad. So already I haven't even opened the pot yet. Like the jets are going. I'm salivating. It's crazy. Wow. This is fantastic, man. Absolutely fantastic. So let me just put a couple of these in. I just want to try this. Like just to have like a couple of noodles on my plate. And this is like this is one of my like last meal requests. Like that's how good this is. So do a little bit of just mitzitha, just like that. Nothing complicated. Then I'm gonna take a little bit of my sauce here and go deep. Oh boy. Just look, oh my gosh. This is, I can't even tell you how fantastic this smells. And how easy it is to make a meal like this. Take a little bit of pasta. The thick pasta, it's a bit of a feat to kind of scoop it up, but that's okay. It's worth a mess. Wear a bib if you have to. Look at this. This is like really hot. Oh my gosh. Oh my, that's so good. Chances are I will burn my mouth with this, but that's fine. The risks of the job. Oh my God. Oh. Oh, that pusty. Oh my God. That was so freaking delicious. I'm getting like emotional here. This is like crazy good. My friends, that depth of flavor that you get from the rooster is like a cut above, a level above the simple chicken or the hen. This is something, upscale. You make this on some really special occasions. This is, New Year's Eve. This is, engagements, weddings, celebrations, milestones. This is the quintessential Greek meal. It was my absolute honor to bring and share this recipe and this dish with you because this is real Greek culture. This is not just a recipe, this is a part of Greek culture. So that's it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you like this. Hit that like button and consider subscribing if you haven't already. I will be posting this video online as well at kensgreektable.com. Check it out there and many other recipes. Again, thank you for watching. And until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. And I will definitely see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.